Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Taylor, and we're going to take a look here at my brand new indicator, the big three buy and sell signals on the Trading View platform. So the indicator's live, and we got it up and running on ThinkorSwim and now Trading View. So we'll kind of dive in here, guys. I'll give you a brief rundown of the indicator, and then I'll give you a few examples of how I'm using it for bullish and bearish trades. But the whole goal here, guys, is we're just trying to follow the pretty colors. Alright, so pretty simple and straightforward. So up here we have the big three labels. Right, daily, 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, and the 5-minute. So on those labels, you'll see one of three colors. Yellow being neutral, green, of course, being bullish, and red being bearish. So for example, if we check out Apple here, we got the green label on the 15-minute time frame. That basically is my buy signal. In other words, all of my criteria, right, all my trend requirements, all my structure requirements, all my momentum requirements, everything off of my bullish checklist, which does incorporate a lot of other indicators like the stacked DMAs, the squeeze, the 10x bars. All those ingredients come together to produce our buy signal. So whether we're looking for trades on a daily chart, 5-minute or 15-minute, we only want to get long when we have the green big three. And we also got the dots here on the chart that coincide with the buy signal. So for example, guys, say you're a day trader, say you like to take your trades based off of lower time frames. What I like to do is basically sit around and wait for these lower time frame squeezes. Right, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute. To me, the ultimate combo is a squeeze plus a big three buy signal. So I just bought some calls here on Apple because of that combo here on the 15-minute chart. 15-minute squeeze, 15-minute big three. That's what I'm looking for. We can look for these even on the 5-minute charts. So, a great example from today was Amazon. Amazon gapped up. Eventually goes into a 5-minute squeeze. We got the green dots, right? We had our green label. Trend, structure, momentum, everything came together there for a nice 5-minute squeeze that fired to the upside. Then for swing trades, it's just as straightforward. So, typically for me, if I'm taking a swing trade, I'm usually going to focus on, the daily chart. And by swing trade, guys, I mean something I could hold for a few weeks. So in that instance, all I'm looking for are these things that have the trends that have our buy signal on the daily chart. So looking back here at Valero, we got the green dots starting back in early April. As long as we have that daily buy signal, everything's coming together for a bullish trend. So we're getting busy, right? We'll buy the dips. We'll get long in the daily squeezes. We'll milk this thing for everything it's worth until we lose our buy signal. No more green dots here on the 15th of June. Time to stop getting long. Right? You can make money hand over fist until everything shifts. So you got to know when to stop and protect your profits. Same thing for UNG. Natty Gas here. We get our first buy signal back here in March. Then the thing rallies almost 100%. As long as you have that buy signal, get busy. Right? Buy your dip. Take your squeezes. When the buy signal disappears like it did on the 15th, stop getting long. Doesn't mean you're going to short it, but stop getting long. Right? Trend, structure, momentum, all the ingredients are no longer coming together to suggest the path of least resistance is to the upside. So what I've been doing recently in this market, guys, is the 30-minute combo. Focusing on 30-minute squeezes with the 30-minute buy signal. So one that we traded last week was Zoom here. All right, there's our 30-minute squeeze. We got the green dots. We bought some calls on Thursday, and we flipped them out the following day for like 50%. We also had Costco last week. 30-minute squeeze of the buy signal. 30-minute squeeze of the buy signal. Pretty solid stuff. There was also Roblox here. So for me, that's kind of been the go-to trade lately. Find something trading above the daily 21, then get the combo. Squeeze plus a buy signal. So I can look at Roblox right now and immediately see 2-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute charts. They fit all my bullish criteria. So I can go to each of those time frames. I can look for a trade and take a look at Roblox here. Let's actually take a look. Here's the 30-minute chart. So if there's no squeeze, I can also look to buy the dip. So if my buy signal is active, I can look for a squeeze or I can look to buy the dip to the 21 EMA. On a 2-hour, 1-hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. And then as far as the short side goes, guys, the same rules apply. So that's where we're going to look for the red labels. So in terms of swing trading things to the downside, shorting the bounce. I think Zoom's a good example here where as long as that daily chart has the red dot, or at the time the red label, everything points towards a path of least resistance being to the downside. So you can short the rally, short the rally, short the rally, short the rally, short the rally. As soon as you lose that buy signal, you got to be a little bit cautious. Right? Trend, structure, momentum no longer suggests your path of least resistance is to the downside. You continue to buy puts into that kind of rally, you're giving back all your profits, right? So really the goal for me is to not do any thinking. I don't want to have an opinion, I don't want to have any biases. If I'm going to get long, regardless of the time frame, I'm going to need a buy signal. I'm going to need my green big three. If I don't have green big three, I can't get long. And the same thing goes for the shorts. If I'm going to short the rally, or if I'm going to get short inside of the squeeze, regardless of the time frame, we need the red big three. Right? We need our sell signal. So there's a quick overview, guys. Right? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but the real power here is just all the ingredients that go into a buy or a sell signal. Stacked EMAs, the squeeze, the 10x bars, a lot of proven indicators that I've used over the last 5 or 8 years. We took them all, we threw them together, we put them in a blender. Now we got one easy to follow indicator. So before I let you guys go, here's a couple of picks into next week. I'm not sure when you're watching this video, but as of today, 15-minute squeeze of buy signals here in Apple. I bought some calls that I'm holding over the weekend, looking for that 15-minute squeeze to fire long. Another name that I like here, guys, is Tesla. Same combo, 15-minute squeeze, 15-minute buy signal. And then a little something here off of the 2-hour chart is Pepsi. Right, so green big three on the 4-hour and the 2-hour, and the 2-hour is lit up in bright green because that means we have all our bullish criteria plus a squeeze. So in my mastery, we got some calls here in Pepsi based on that signal. 2-hour squeeze with the buy signals. And while we're here, guys, why don't we take a look at the market? All right. How's the market looking through the lens of the big three? Not the cleanest, right? Daily sell signal, 4-hour sell signal, 2-hour, 1-hour, and the 30-minute are neutral, 15-minute and the 5-minute are bullish. So for some context in terms of where we're at in the market right now, this is actually some progress. So yesterday morning, we had red big three from head to toe. So the bulls are making a little progress today. Right? They shift the lower time frames from bearish to neutral, a couple of the buy signals sneaking in. Check out the QQQ. We can't leave the Qs out. The Qs get a bit more interesting here. We're back above the daily 21, and we got the green big three on the 15 and the 5-minute. And bright green means we got the buy signal and the squeeze. So the 15-minute squeeze here on the QQQ, as long as that buy signal is active, fits all my criteria. The ADX, the DMI, everything's coming together, right? It's primo. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but I'm not going to get long without it. So the Q's got a nice 15er here, and why don't we check out the semiconductors? Right, so context, you always want your context. The semiconductors have been bearish as hell as of late. So today is the first close above the 21 EMA since back here in late May. So looking at the indicator on a daily basis, you can see how things progress. Every time frame is bearish. Then we kind of transition from green, red to yellow, bearish to neutral. Then we begin to transition, not always, but sometimes, we begin to transition from yellow to green, neutral to bullish. So for the semis here, 15-minute and 5-minute, green big three, and if we look at the 15-minute chart, you did have a squeeze here on the Squeeze Pro earlier. But there you have it, guys. There's a few charts to keep an eye on, and a quick overview of the big three buy and sell signals on the TradingView platform. I'll put the link in the description here if you want to check it out and go on ahead and purchase the indicator. And of course, if you guys got any questions, let me know down here in the comments, and I'm more than happy to help out. But pretty exciting stuff, guys. This involves, a lot of the concepts, a lot of the things that we discussed here on the channel for the last, we're going on 4 or 5 years here. So a lot of the things we always talk about, the squeezes, the structure, the trends, took all those principles and kind of tied them together into one indicator. So I hope you guys found the video helpful. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be talking to you soon.